Hi, my name is Chi. Welcome to Baker. Today, I'll take you on an exciting journey in the world of baking. When I was a kid, I had always been passionate about cooking, especially baking. Growing up, watching the baking shows of Buddy Valastro and Gordon Ramsay, that passion grew more and more in me. And at the age of 12, I had made my first cake. For me, baking is a combination of science and creativity. It's a science because when making cakes, we must stick to each step of the recipe. Just a little change can make a huge difference. However, it is those small mistakes that make creativity in baking. From the original recipe, we can adjust the ingredients or even do it differently. These changes may cause us to fail, but they can also be a resounding success. Of course, in baking, I also have many ups and downs. But for now, putting that aside, I'm gonna tell you about two of my favorite recipes. The first one was lemon drizzle cake. One night, I saw that cake recipe from a Korean blog on YouTube. I found it pretty easy to make, at least with my amateur baking skills. However, the most significant ingredient, the soul of the cake, lemon, was expensive and quite hard to find in Vietnam. In order to make it, I had done some improvisations. Instead of using lemon, I changed it into lime. There was a difference in the taste of the two fruits. Lime was way sourer and bitter than lemon. Therefore, I reduced the amount of lime juice compared to the recipe. From the original one, I had adjusted the amount of sugar in the batter. Because if following exactly with the recipe, the cake might be too sweet while the drizzle on top would be too sour. So I cut down the sugar in the cake and put more of it in the drizzle. The key here was to have the drizzle soaked into the cake and sweetened it. Therefore, the flavor of the cake would be balanced. Next, the second recipe, Earl Grey choux pastry. Before, whenever we thought of tea, we would immediately think about a drink, not some kind of flavor in food. For myself, I loved the light fragrance and taste of Earl Grey tea. Then one day, an idea came to my mind. What if I bring the Earl Grey tea flavor into the traditional choux pastry? So just with the recipe of the vanilla choux pastry, I had tweaked it a bit. For the dough, I mixed it with the seeds in the tea bag to have the color and also the hint taste of the tea. And for the filling, I made the Earl Grey custard cream. To get the tea, you had to brew the tea bag in hot water. However, the tea would change the texture of the custard, make it too liquid. In order to fix the problem, I brewed it directly into the cream base. Besides that, the other steps were the same as the original. And voila, I presented to you the Earl Grey cream puffs with a full flavor of the tea from the crust to the fillings. At the end of the day, with some basic knowledge about baking, the understanding of the ingredients, and the urge to try and create something new, creativity in baking has never been so easy. For me, being creative is not something big or serious. Just by doing little creative stuff one by one and practicing every single day, it will make you more creative in both the way you do things and the way you think in life. That is the end of the video. Thank you for listening, and see you next time.